Okay, howdy folks, welcome back. So here we are at July 10th of 2022, and we got the loop going here. And I'll just pull it down a little bit so we can get a good look at what's going on right over here. Okay, we've had a couple multiple CMEs here, and then what we want to focus on is that's the very beginning. Is this object moving out right there? So let me go over and zoom in on that real quick. Okay, pull this away. And just look at the size of this object, how it doesn't change shape or anything. It's there. There's an object right there moving out in the CME. Yeah, you can see it sticking out in there. So there's one object there on the 7th. We still got a lot of this inflow going in here, up here and stuff going on still, spitting out erratic little CMEs. And then there's that object right there moving through on the 10th. And then we're going to go back through this a little bit because that was the 10th. So let's load up the 9th real quick as it goes here. We'll let you watch that real quick as it loads up. There's one CME and then a second right there. This first one moves out really fast. Boom, and it's already out of there, and then there's a secondary one. Now, the first one, there appeared to be an object in it, but it moves out so fast, and there's only so many frames of it that you can't see it in there. So we're going to go to the object captured in the second CME here. Right here. Right in here is our little object. You can see it's made a little indentation here. There appears to be another one right out here that's making this indentation. So there's a small one here and then a round object in there. Let me go a couple more frames here. Pull it down for you guys here. Right in here, there's one kind of hiding in there. And a lot of plasma around it. So that's 2 consecutive days there. And now we're going to go back to the 8th and let it load up. And let it play its sequence here. Because in here we captured another one. There's this CME over here. And then this secondary one right there. So all kinds of activities popping off here, CME right here, and then a second one right behind it. So we've had multiple CMEs these last few days. And I'm going to pause it right on this one right here. Let's go back right here. And pull it down just a little bit. Okay, hopefully my camera can pick this up. Just scooch it over a little bit. Here's our object right here, this round black object. Here it is making an indentation as the instrument reacts to this CME. It's making a dent in the CME right there in the instrumentation. Here's our round black object that causes CME. The other one is so dense with plasma that it hides the object. So we'll back up a little bit to the previous one right before this, but I believe right in here somewhere is our object, right in there maybe, but it's draped with so much CME material that it's hard to see. But that second one was right there, definitely right here, moving out with this CME caught right there. Okay, and that was back on the 8th. So that's 3 days in a row. There was no activity on the 7th, but let's go check out the 6th because it had some activity. And look at this weird object right here. When it comes out, once this loads up, we'll focus on this one real quick. I'm just making a quick little video here. Hi folks, I see a few people have shown up. Well, thank you. Let's see. Okay, there it goes. This strange little bow shock thing turns into what looks like two separate objects. You can see it coming out really slow too, and then it finally releases and moves out. So let me find the frame here, and we'll pause it right about. Let's back up here. Here, let's see. I want you guys to see this. There's a round object, appears to be one right here and one down here. Let's zoom in on this. And you can see this little bow shock that's forming around this one. There might be a secondary one here. This looks like maybe two together. And then a faint third one up there. So let me back out a little bit. Go a frame or two. Let's see, where was the frame where we see two? Oh yeah, let's stop at this frame right here real quick. I don't think the camera's catching it, so let's swing it over this way. Because on the red side here, we captured something kind of cool. Let's take the magnifier over to this real quick. Yeah, we have this little white bar hanging out right here, and a UFO either streaking in or shooting some kind of beam out. It looks like maybe it's streaking in to intercept whatever this thing is. So every once in a while we capture these little UFOs with a little streak in them. They're either firing something or that's a streak they leave when they move through there. But there's this weird little object in there. And they didn't block this one out. Usually they block this stuff out. So I thought that was a cool little frame there. But back to our main CME, our object's hiding right in here. And if I can get... Wait. Looks like two of them right here. Is my camera picking that up? They're really faint. Let me go to the next frame. There appears to be a small one right here and another small one. They're like two really close to each other. You can still see this weird magnetic bow shock still reacting and going over it. I see something circular here. So this could be like a little cluster of objects, all like a little globule of maybe 3 or 4 of them stuck together possibly. So let me keep going on. You can make out there's one right there. Well, pull it down a little bit so you guys can see. Make out something right in there. And that was back on the 6th. So we've been having all kinds of activity on our sun. Multiple CMEs every day with multiple objects each day. There's a lot of activity going on. It looks like we have Star Wars going on over here with UFOs shooting at each other or stuff streaking through. And oh, there's Whitetail 7. Hello, thank you for making it, folks. Sorry it's so late. I just kind of did the spur of the moment, a quick video, but I just wanted to go back over the last few days here because we've had some activity. And you see how this is coming out really slow. It really creeps out really slow and then finally releases and goes. And I know there's been a lot of solar activity. Everybody's doing their reports. And I saw one report where they were talking about something else and the object moved right through the screen and no, she didn't even see it. In fact, that was on the 5th. And I want you guys to see this one too, because this was a pretty cool CME. This looked like it had a inverted magnetic field because they crisscross with the tail there. But I was talking about this round object back down here. It just kind of moves into the solar wind right there, into the magnetic field or whatever. It's not a CME, but it just kind of comes out and it's emerging right there. So like I said, they were reporting on all this other stuff, and they missed this right down here. And then this little effect up here where it just splits. Something splits in two. One shockwave goes this way and one goes that way. So right about there. So did you see that? That's the second time we've captured this weird kind of effect right here. And I'm really curious to hear what their explanation is for that, because that defies everything that, you know, all these physics people have been telling us. But it was this object down here that I wanted to point out right here. So the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, no, not the 7th, but on the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th, we've all had these CMEs, and it's just day after day, multiple CMEs, multiple objects. And you know me, I got to report on these, so I got to go through this and catch up for the last few days that I've missed here. But this one was today. This is today's activity. It picks up with the very tail end of this C-shaped CME. This is the tail end of a CME going out, and then this little object following it. So that one was pretty clear, and that was today, the 10th. And we still got this flow going in. All this flow is going in at all these different angles now, and stuff shooting out at different angles now. Stuff coming out of the top hip here. It appeared there might have been a small one in there hiding. And I don't know if any of you guys followed Dabu7, but he did a video on the black sphere caught sucking material off the sun back in 2012, the first kind of real capture of this activity. And apparently it happened again, and Dabu went and did a video on it. You should go over to his channel, give him a thumbs up and a like. And he did a little video talking about a second event, much like the one that happened back in 2012, where there was the tether with the little black spheroids sucking material off the sun. So apparently that's been captured again as well. So this is real activity. This is not fake. Other people are capturing it. Other cameras are capturing it. Other satellites are capturing it. And here I'm just pointing out some stuff that I think that I see going on here. And this object right here looks pretty suspicious right there. That doesn't look like a normal CME. It looks like an object moving out. Okay. So that was it for this one. I'm sorry, I got to keep it short and sweet, but I'm running out of time here. So I just wanted to bring you a little update of the last few days of activity and how our activity is ramping up, and the objects are ramping up again. We're having multiple per day again. It seems we get this activity and then it takes a little break, and then the activity comes back, and then it takes a little break. So it appears that we have our little ramp up of our solar activity and these objects here captured again. So I'd like to thank all you guys who showed up, and bless you all. Thank you for coming, and please share this, because this is vital information. You know, this is stuff that they're not going to report on the news. So very few people are reporting on this. They'll do a solar, you know, solar weather update or something like that, but I'm looking for what's causing these things, and it's these objects that are moving through that are actually causing these CMEs. So that's it for tonight. I love you all. I miss you all. God bless you all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until my next one, bye.